A very good morning. The wintry weather that has gripped the southern parts of the country is starting to spread into eastern South Africa. Gauteng will start to feel a pinch of that cold weather this afternoon, with temperatures peaking at just around 18 degrees in Johannesburg. We take a look at that shortly, but here's how the chances of rainfall and snow are going to be. We are going to be seeing widespread rain and thunderstorms for the eastern parts of the Eastern Cape and much of KwaZulu-Natal, pushing into parts of the Free State. A 60% chance of rain for much of the Eastern Cape, extending northwards into the back of the Free State, Gauteng and parts of Mpumalanga as that cold front continues to cut across the eastern parts of the country. Heavy disruptive snowfalls are expected across the highland areas of the Eastern Cape, extending into northern KwaZulu-Natal, maybe spilling into parts of Mpumalanga later on this evening. Things have settled down over the western areas, but it is going to be windy across much of South Africa, and because of that we have a number of weather alerts. Damaging winds expected for the Cape provinces and also parts of the Free State and Northwest. Then down here in the Eastern Cape, we are expecting disruptive snowfalls. Be careful on those slippery roads if you are driving around the Eastern Cape, and even in KwaZulu-Natal and parts of the Free State as well. Strong winds along the KZN coastal areas and heavy disruptive rains that could result in flooding are expected for the northeastern parts of KwaZulu-Natal. Now, we are starting off the day on a pretty chilly note for much of the interior. Freezing for Bethlehem, just 1 above freezing for Sutherland, 12 degrees for Cape Town, cold for Gqeberha at 7 degrees, 8 for Johannesburg, the same for Mahikeng, a bit warmer for the Limpopo-Lowveld areas and the KZN coastal parts. Now, let's take it closer to your part of the country. We start with Gauteng. Look at that maximum for Johannesburg, just 18 degrees, the same for Cowtonville. Scattered thunderstorms forecast for the province. Pretoria peaks at 20 degrees. Then in Limpopo, it's going to be fairly wet for the western areas. Still nicely warm for those parts, but colder over the eastern sections. Tzaneen peaking at 19, the same for Thohoyandou, just 18 for the high in Polokwane. Things get wetter and colder as we go towards Mpumalanga. Highs in the mid-teens for much of the province. Mbombela peaking at 17. A cold one also for KwaZulu-Natal. Temperatures barely reaching 10 degrees. Snowfalls possible for places around Vryburg, Vryhead, Ladysmith, down to Pietermaritzburg and Kokstad, where a high of just 4 degrees is expected. It is going to be a chilly one as well for the Eastern Cape, with snow expected for the northern parts around Graafrenet, Malitswai, even Komani, where a high of 9 is forecast. It is going to become drier for the western areas of the Western Cape. Sunny for Cape Town, warming to 20. Light rain showers forecast for the eastern areas. Dry as well for the Northern Cape, except for Kimberley and DR, where we could see some isolated showers, especially for the first half of the day. Pretty unsettled for the Free State. Very cold for Bloemfontein, peaking at just 11 degrees. Unsettled weather also forecast for the northwest, but here it will be comfortably warm for the northern parts. That's all from the weather desk for now. It's over to Rob Ben with traffic.